Years are passing by as we age and mature. Your choices in life are cut in half. Yesterday, you were still a kid who doesn't care about everything that surrounds you. You just don't think of anything yet. As we grow and realize that not all things are free, and we gotta move and find some job to support ourselves. Or maybe your family needs you to help to pay the bills. Sometimes it's frustrating, and at the same time, you're pressured to seek some honey, even if you don't know where to begin with. Then time has finally come, and you agree to stand up on your own feet and had some choices to sacrifice for them and for your own good. That'll help you on the long term. Cause who's gonna do it if you don't act on your dreams alone? Let's face it, nobody will ever be there at your starting point. Nobody. Unless you have some friends or family you can count on. But what if no one was there to say you need to start right now? Or else, you're gonna live your whole f***ing life as a regret. Regrets that you don't start the ideas you have stuck in your brain. Sometimes, we fill our minds with too much water. The water was your ideas you need to let out of the sink. The sink is where your ideas goes out to go do the things you think of, whether it's a crap or good idea. You gotta just let it out. Now that everything was clear and you noted your plans on a notebook, now is the time you need to sacrifice. If you sacrifice, there are several things you need to give up. Give up the bad habits, throw out the doubts, and be selfless. There are a lot of reasons why you should sacrifice, but there's one rule for everyone who will sacrifice, and that is, don't expect the return. If you sacrifice about something, you should never ever expect a return, and do it with your pure heart. No matter if you do it to your family, companions, to your partner in life, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. That if you commit to sacrifice yourself, you should never do it, because in the end, those people you pay will return something back to your goodness. You're terrible if you do that. Maybe you need some help. Sometimes you need to forget about what the world will bring back to you. It's the pure intention you give to someone that matters, and to help someone is enough to call as a reward. Being selfless is somewhere between healthy and toxic. Being selfless that you don't even eat anymore just to save money for someone is alarming. And being selfless to the point you helped everyone so they can also guide other people who suffers alone with depression. Hell yeah, I'm going with that. If that's what all it takes to save a person, I voluntarily sacrifice myself. Some people sacrifice their dream course in college to work temporarily and support their financial responsibilities. Maybe they're alone, or some of them, unfortunately, didn't have enough money to continue their education. That's why they have to look for a part-time job where they are paid minimum and got to deal with time management. Those people didn't deserve why they're in that kind of situation, and sometimes they get nothing back but a fatigued mind and body. I wanna include the parents who work abroad to work as a domestic helper, like my mom, who once sacrificed her safety just to work abroad for 2 or maybe 3 years, and I felt the loneliness when she left us to work for another country. I don't know if any of you guys had some parents or some relatives that had to force themselves to fly across other countries to support their families. Because if we talk about working abroad, it automatically means more salary and full of homesickness. When our family member got to swallow their pride for the sake of their own families. I had no idea what's to be in that position, but I know that I respect that kind of sacrifice our moms did when we were still baby, and they already had that responsibility to teach and raise us to make us who we are in the future. That's why I understand now how to appreciate them while they're still here with me, and be thankful for every day for them to be safe and alive was a miracle what I called. I dedicate this video to everyone who's alone now, and for those who are non-stop pushing themselves to be better every day. by sacrificing their time and life for someone or making themselves proud. Do it because it's your purpose. Sacrifice if needed to, and someday your misery will pay off. Sometimes you need to forget about yourself when the time needs you to bring back what they deserve. You need to stand up on your own and care less about what might other people would say. And no matter what your ego says, forget about that and sacrifice your life on what makes you feel proud about yourself. Until the very last breath, you're gonna carry that thing you made as an honor forever. Sleep with your cats. Ciao.